Morning students. Today we are going to discuss the topic mutual inductance of two long solenoids. Now, mutual inductance, I hope you all are clear about it by now. Mutual inductance is the phenomena when current flows in one solenoid or one coil and an EMF is induced in the neighboring coil. Okay, so it is a phenomena of two solenoids or two coils. Okay, I hope that is clear to you. Now, let us consider that we have two coils. One coil is A and we have another coil B. Okay, so we have two coils A and B. So, let us consider two solenoids or two coils. Solenoid or coil, we can interchange the term. Solenoids A and B placed as shown. Sometimes we use the word coaxial coils for this. It also comes like mutual inductance of two coaxial solenoids. Okay, so coaxial means they have the same axis. Okay, so these are two coaxial solenoids A and B. Okay, you can see, let N1 be the number of turns per unit length and R1 be the radius of solenoid A and N2 be the number of turns per unit length and R2 the radius of solenoid B. Okay, let L be the length of both A and B. We assume that both the solenoids, they are of same length, so let us assume their length is same, that is small l, and N1 is the number of turns in this B solenoid, N2 is the number of turns in B solenoid, R2 is the radius, N1 is the number of turns in solenoid A and R1 is the radius. Okay, got it? Now, suppose let I1 be the current flowing through A. Suppose I1 current flows through the solenoid A or coil A. Okay. Now, due to this current flowing through A, there will be magnetic field produced all inside the solenoid. So, we are very well aware of the field of the solenoid. It is like this cylindrical field. We did it in last Ampere circuital law. Okay. So, the magnetic field produced. So, there will be the magnetic field. The magnetic field inside the solenoid. So, let us say we call that magnetic field as B1 because it is produced due to current in I1. So, that magnetic field is mu naught into N1 into I1. We did it mu naught into N1 into I1, Ampere circuital law. So, that magnetic field is mu naught into N1 into I1. Okay. Due to this magnetic field, there will be flux associated with. Now, this magnetic field is present all over here. In that magnetic field is produced. In that magnetic field is placed this coil having another number of turns N2. So, magnetic flux associated. So, flux will be associated with this coil B or solenoid B. Magnetic flux associated with each turn of solenoid B, that is equal to magnetic flux is what? magnetic flux is magnetic field multiplied by area. Okay, so that magnetic flux will be, magnetic field is B1 multiplied by area of this area of solenoid B2. We are talking of flux of B2, so a flux of solenoid B, so area will be taking B1 into A2. This is with each turn. Okay, total magnetic flux, total magnetic flux associated with solenoid B. So total magnetic flux phi, that will be equal to total number of turns. Total number of turns. With each turn we know, if we multiply it with total number of turns, we will get the total magnetic field. So magnetic flux of each turn multiplied by total number of turns. Okay, so due to each turn, total number of turns, that is given as total number of turns in what? Total number of turns in B. So that total number of turns is number of turns per unit length, that is N2 multiplied by total length N2 into L multiplied by magnetic flux of each turn, that is given by this equation 2. So that is B1. B1 is mu naught into N1 into I1 multiplied by area A2. Area A2 is what? Center cross section of the solenoid is the circular in shape, so area is pi r square. So this will be pi r2 square, or we get phi is equal to mu naught into pi into N1 N2 r2 square L multiplied by I1. Say this is equation number 3. Okay. We know when you did the definition of mutual induction, we did that flux in the coil is proportional to the current flowing in the neighboring coil, and when we remove this proportionality sign, we get coefficient of mutual induction M21, mutual induction of second coil with respect to first coil, because the current is flowing in first coil. Okay, so when we compare both, comparing 3 and 4, you can see phi on left hand side, phi on right hand side, I1 and this whole term, and here we have M21. So M21 is a constant, mu naught, pi, N1, N2, R2 square, L all are constant. So what do we get? That M21 is equal to mu naught into pi into N1 into N2 into R2 square into L. So coefficient of mutual induction of the solenoid, that is given according to this formula. Okay, so that is the case. Here we are taking at mu naught. So this is when air is filled inside when air is the medium in which the solenoid is placed. So when air is the medium, the coefficient is this. In case solenoid is placed in medium of having this permeability mu. So in that case, what will be? M21 is equal to mu into pi into N1, mu into pi into N1 into N2 into R2 square into L. Okay, is this clear? So this is coefficient of mutual induction of a solenoid B when the current flows through a solenoid A. Okay. Similarly, when the current will be flowing through B, we can find the coefficient through A. That will be similar. What will happen then? So when we talk of current flowing in B, okay, so this was our solenoid B. It was having smaller number of turns, and the column not turns but smaller radius, and the solenoid A, that is having larger radius. So coil is placed inside. We took it like this. Okay. Now we suppose that current flows through this solenoid I2. Okay. So when current flows through this solenoid I2, what will happen? Mutual induction will come of the solenoid A. Okay. So mutual induction will come from the solenoid A. In that case, we will get phi is equal to M12 into I2. Okay. And this M12 will find it the same way. Okay. We'll find it the same way. Now what you will say? It will be the same. Magnetic field due to this solenoid will be B2 equals to mu naught into number of turns multiplied by current I2. Okay. Flux phi will be equal to, flux phi is magnetic field multiplied by area. Area is now area of this outer solenoid, that you will say it is pi r1 square. Okay. Multiplied by total number of turns. Total number of turns will be N1 multiplied by L. But here, when we are talking of this flux, area will take the area of outer solenoid, but the field produced due to this inner solenoid, that is restricted only in the area associated with this solenoid. In the outer parts, there is no field. We did it. So, here again we take the area equals to pi r2 square, and if we compare it, this will get mu naught pi n1 n2 r2 square into L multiplied by I2, and if we compare, we get M12 equals to mu naught pi n1 n2 R2 square into L. So this is important, that whether the current flows through this or whether we talk of this, mutual induction in both the cases M21 is equal to M12, that is mu naught into pi into N1 into N2 into R2 square multiplied by L. Okay. So this is, you can see we got the same result here also. So this is important. Only thing is, here you need to understand the concept that even when now the current is flowing through this solenoid, it has the area this A1. Okay. And we are talking of this solenoid, it is having the area A2. Now when we talk of this, the magnetic field is associated only with this area. So when magnetic field is associated only with this area, the flux will be associated with the same area. So instead of writing R1 square, we again write R2 square. So this is important, that the coefficient of mutual induction is the same whether we talk of coil A or B, and if we talk of that it is placed in some other media, so in that case instead of mu naught we'll be taking it as mu, if the medium is different, permeability of that medium, if it is not the vacuum, rest is the same. Okay, so in that case we get mu into pi into N1 into N2 R2 square into L. In case we talk if the solenoid is placed in some medium, so in that case we'll take permeability of that medium. It is sometimes written as, because mu is written as mu naught into mu r, relative refractive index pi n1 n2 r2 square into L. So this is the coefficient of mutual induction of two long solenoids. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.